Okay guys, so welcome back. So one point, as of this video, I've just put out version 2.1.4. It adds 2 new mods. So one of the mods is loot bags. So we can get these from killing enemies. And then the other thing I added is better builder's wands. So the stone wand, the iron wand, the diamond wand, and the unbreakable wand. That'll just help in the future make doing platforms better. Since last episode, I did some of the few things I said. I went ahead and made the generator system. So now we create the lava just like last time. This will power the lava generator, and we have a lot of generators up here, all producing energy. So that is one thing. The other is I got the farm fully up and going. As you can see, we got a lot of wheat and a lot of corn. Over here, I spent a lot of time. I actually got really distracted on this. I did a lot more than I really planned to, but I made a lot of chickens. So you can see we got a log chicken, flint, sand, coal, bone white, which will give us bone meal, iron, some more flint, some more coal, mainly for breeding, lapis, red, pink, white, a steel chicken, and then a basic chicken just to give us some eggs. So all of these things are going through some wooden hoppers over to this chest, just so we can have all of their outputs stored. So occasionally I'll be making more chickens here. Whenever I'm going to make one, I'll tell you guys about it. And then over here, I made an area where we can make a little snad farm for cactuses and sugarcane. I made it a limited amount of height just to limit the amount of lag caused by it, and a few other just basic improvements. And then I've prepared an area to get tinkers going. So let's see, what all do we have the components to make for this time? So we've got the corn. Let's actually go ahead and do the corn stuff, just because I know it's going to take more time, so we want to go ahead and get it going. So the corn, we wanted to do cows, so let's do some cow. And then let's see, what other kinds of corn, what other things we got that we might want to go ahead and get going. Parrot, pig might be good to get going, so I might grab one of those in a moment. Let's see, anything else specific that's interesting? Yeah, that's about it. So let me go ahead and get a pig. I'm going to go ahead and get a second cow seed just to make sure we have excess cows. So we'll plant one cow seed there, one pig seed there, and one cow seed there. So now those should start growing for us. And if not, I'll just have to make a watering can so that so I can water them, because I know that will speed up the process. So now that we have those things, the next step I want to do is I know I'm going to need some vines. So let's see, what can we use vines for to remember what I wanted them for? Let's see, there's a cottonwood sapling. We can use vines there. We need vines to get the cactuses. Okay, so, and I believe it said 8 vines, right? Yeah, we need 8 vines to get 1 cactus. So, what we can do to get vines, so I also went ahead and we have a cauldron that's always filled with water, a barrel that's always filled with water, and then we have 2 cauldrons we can use. So, I can make some mud. And now I have 8 jungle saplings. So I'm going to have, let's see, let's grab, where's my crook? Do I have a crook right now? Yeah, there's my crook. So let's go ahead and grow a jungle sapling just to make sure we have excess for future use. Oh, wow. Let's come up here so we can harvest. And it broke. Let's see. There we go. Now give it to us. Why isn't that working? Oh, there it goes. Okay. It just was delayed. So now I'm going to dump this wood in here. Where's our excess plants? Okay, 1 jungle sapling in there. And let's go ahead and get 4 of these drying, because this will give us vines. Let's see, one way to, there's some more. 1, 2, 3, 4 more. But one way so the ways to get vines is how I determined it. So we don't have any nature essence. I don't have a dehydrator. I don't have a phyogenic isolator, but we have a drying rack. So that is going. So while that's going, one of the other things I want to do is we have the auto heavy sieve going, so it can do compressed materials and sieve it. Let's do this. So I want to do an heavy auto hammer, auto compressed hammer. So I need a compressed diamond hammer, steel, and a weighted pressure plate. So pressure plate is just iron ingot plate. Steel I can get from an alloy. Where's the alloy tab? Right, steel, casting, molten steel. There we go. Now, molten steel comes from, I thought there we go, alloy. Coal and iron. So I already did the math. 10 iron ingots and 2 graphite ingots, where 2 graphite ingots are the same as 2 pieces of coal. Those will melt and will give us enough steel. Let's make sure this is, let's go ahead and turn that on. And I did go in and make it where I can use commands so that things like the weather I can make go away. But don't worry, I'm not going to be using it to give myself materials or anything. I just don't like having the sound of the rain while I'm playing and recording. And I know the rain would get kind of loud and annoying for you guys, so I don't want it to be there. If people would like, if we get some comments saying that that you guys don't want me having the commands even for just that use, I can go back in and remove them. It's no big deal. So let's see. Did we make our? Turn that off. What happened? It didn't mix. So I said 10 ingots, so I need 6 more. And I need those. Okay. So let's let it melt, and then I'll just have to do it manually. So we've got the hammer towards it. So compressed auto hammer. So we've got that. The iron pressure plates. Right. Let's grab some iron and make 2 pressure plates. And actually, I think the 10 iron may have been 6 needed to actually make the steel. And then, what happened? One block of iron, 1 ingot of steel. Okay, let me just drop a little bit of coal in, because I can always get it back out later. Okay, yeah, that's what I needed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do that. There, 6 ingots of steel, 4 ingots of iron. So let's go ahead and let that get going. So we've got that, we've got that. I don't need this iron ingot. There's our steel. So what else do we need? We needed the hammer, which we got, the 2 pressure plates, which we've got, and 6 steel. So let's see, that's 4. That's all 6. Okay. So let's go craft this out and see what it does. Okay, so if I come grab some compressed cobblestone and put it in, it's going to go through and start compressing it automatically, and it should just pop out normal gravel. It shouldn't give compressed gravel, because when you manually use a compressed hammer on compressed cobblestone, it just gives you gravel. So yep, there we go. So it'll give gravel. So eventually, when this is completed, I can come over, grab the gravel, recompress it, and shove it in the sieve, or recompress it and have it turn into sand. So let's go ahead and start our next jungle saplings. And while that's going, so we've got some compressed sand and some stone, because one thing we could do is with our sand, I want 4 pieces of snad. So snad, as you see, can be made by putting 2 sands on top of each other. But the use of snad, if you haven't seen it before, is when a redstone signal gets put into a piece of snad. So whenever you power a piece of snad and it toggles on and off, it causes a growth cycle to happen. Or I don't know if it actually definitively causes an entire growth cycle, or whether it just causes an increased rate of growth. But what we can do is we need a redstone clock. So we need a redstone repeater. There we go. So the redstone repeater, redstone clock, and this will come over here and go in the center. So for now, I'm just going to set this to a 1010, so we can see it. Oh, and you can see we got a little cow there. Oh, look how cute it is. It's a tiny little cow. We don't have our pig or other cow yet, though, so we have to wait on that still. But we have the rest of our vines. So let's come trade some vines for a cactus. What do I need for sugarcane, actually? Sugarcane seeds, I need 8 wheat. Okay, let's go ahead and grab that as well. Let's go and actually harvest everything. So we've got a bunch of wheat. So how much wheat do we get? We get about 34. Okay, so we get about a half a stack of wheat each harvest. We've got a little bit of lettuce, which is useful later on, especially if we end up wanting to make a sandwich. Okay, so let's put everything we don't currently need in here, and we got wheat. So I'm going to come get enough wheat to get 3 sugarcane seeds. Oh, I got an achievement. So, let's see. So if I put a cactus right there, and the sugarcane seeds here, you can see, as the clockstone pulse happens, it increases our growth rate. So you can see this cactus is growing much faster than normal, and the sugarcane will also be growing very fast. Let me do 1 tick pulses, and look how fast that goes. So that's going to speed up that. So now anytime we need sugarcane or cactus, we'll be able to just come over here and get it. So let's see, what do we need cactus for? See if there's anything we can do right now with it. That's how we get cactus, what we use cactus for. So we can make a cactus part builder. Enchanted spears, nature cluster, smelting. Ooh, we get 10 cactus, goes there. Oh yes, we need a cactus and the milk for the green slimy dirt. That's right, because we're wanting to make our slime tree. So what else are we making? Well, we can go ahead and use these parts, because as soon as we get our baby cow grown, we're going to need an anvil. We need a bucket of milk. And what we can use that for is, so let me go ahead and show you this. We can make a cow in a jar. So what this diagram is showing, you have a milk jar placed on the ground. The cow is standing on top of the milk jar, and you drop an anvil at least one block above the cow's head. And what it will do is put the cow in the jar, and it will just be a jar that generates milk. So the jar is a bucket of milk, some glass, and a plank. So that's what we'll make in just a bit when we get our cow. So right here, let's see, crafting table, block of iron, and an iron ingot. What did I want this for? Was it for an auto compressor? Is this a thing? Yep, that's a thing we want. So an auto compressor, we got that. And to make it a rationing one, we need 4 gold ingots. So let's go get that. I'm just going to grab a block of gold. And so if we put the star of gold around it, we've got that. So now this, let's see if I can get it up here. Okay, can I get the, oh yep, I can kind of get the wall climbing down. Got it, okay. So now, if we put, what's happening there? Okay, interesting. So now, if we come grab, do we have any extra pieces laying around? We do, so let me go ahead and just dump our, I can use these right here to show you best. So osmium, thorium, don't need that, platinum, gold. Okay, so I'm going to put these pieces in here. So you can see they don't actually do anything yet. But if I put redstone, it compresses it down via basic crafting recipes to blocks. So if we had 4 pieces of 4 more iron pieces or 4 more gold pieces, it would put them in here. You'll notice that so the glowstone, it only takes 4 glowstone to make a glowstone block. But this is what the rationing version does, is it will make sure you always have some glowstone dust in here. So it will never use all of it. That way, if you either decide you need some glowstone dust, you can come grab it, or if you have a fully automatic hammering and sieving system input into it, you won't have to worry about making sure that nothing ever gets broken. Like I've seen occasionally, you might have a gold piece there, a gold piece here, and a gold piece there. And then if another gold piece comes into here, so you have 4 gold pieces, but if they're not in one stack, they won't work properly. So this one does a little bit better job of making sure to keep pieces so they don't accidentally get broken up into different stacks. So our next goal, let's probably go ahead and make a, what's it actually called? I think it's a watering can? Yep, watering can. So I need a water bucket, some bone meal, and 4 ingots. Let's see, do we have some bone meal in here? Nope, but I do know we have some bone in there. Bone meal, there we go. 1 bone meal, 4 iron ingots, can I use this bucket? I don't think it's going to let me. Nope. So I need to grab a different bucket if I have one stored somewhere. I don't, do I? Well, I can use this bucket temporarily. Since this crafting recipe should give me back my bucket. Yep. So there's our bucket. And now we have a watering can. So the watering can is interesting. You don't right-click to use it, I don't think. I think you just look down. Do you need to be above the item? Okay, let me try right-clicking. Does that do anything? It doesn't seem to be doing anything. Oh, there it goes. That's doing something. Do I need to be closer? What happens if I put like a wooden block right here? And oh, yep, that works. So you need to be above the plant and looking down on it, and I'm currently right-clicking. I don't know if the right-clicking actually is doing anything, but I am currently doing it. Let's see. Okay, so that is definitely speeding up this process. So let's keep doing this, at least till we get this first cow. Because then eventually... Oh, that's... Okay, interesting. Depending on how many more crop animals we grow, we may... Or animal crops, depending on how many of them we keep growing, we may have to invest in a sprinkler for over here. But so we got the cow. Let's see. Let's go ahead and grab all of our newly grown wheat. So you can see, like we were only just harvested a few moments ago, probably about what, maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and the sprinkler's already gotten everything regrown, or not quite everything. You can see that right there didn't get grown. And then I think I've learned if you put a really big number there, it keeps the rain gone for a while. So we can feed this a bunch of wheat and speed up its growth rate. Okay, 30 seconds. That's fine. So now, let me go ahead and grab all of these sticks and such. I'm also going to go ahead and dump some of my inventory up here temporarily, just to get rid of it. And then, so there's our pig. Pick him up. So I'm picking up by shift right-clicking on the animal. Let's see, is this close enough for this to count? Oh, it must be. So again, I don't really know. Let me not right-click. Let's see if that actually changes anything. It doesn't really seem to be growing. Let me try right-click again and see if anything happens. Okay, so right-clicking must do something. Or I might just be making that up because it happened as soon as I right-clicked. It could work with or without right-click. I don't really know. Oh, as you can see, we did get to keep our pig seeds. So now let's grab our cow and set him here. Let's get our bucket. Can I go ahead and milk him? Yep. Okay. So we needed the cow in a jar. So I think it was milk, glass around it, and then the top. Yep. Okay, so we've got our milk jar. So let's put the milk jar there. Let's set the cow on top of them. And quick before the cow moves, anvil. Oh, there we go. So you can see, let me go ahead and just set our anvil. It's slightly damaged now. But let's set it maybe right here. Just kind of our mechanical area, so we can come here to repair tools. And you can see it's creating our thing. Or I'm creating milk, so I'm going to break them. Don't worry, you can break these with your hand. Oh, and there's another achievement. And I'm going to go ahead and put the milk in a jar right beside our Taylor Swift. So we've got that happening. Let me go ahead and put our watering can over here. Let's see. I believe this is the last thing that I had planned. So let's go ahead and start messing with it. So what we're going to make is the Tinker's tools. So with blank patterns, let's go ahead and make quite a bit of these. Just because I know we're going to need a bunch of them anyway. So for now, let's do that. That. And let's do, 11 recipes of them. So we've got that. So what we can use a blank pattern for is we need a chest, which we got right there. The next one. So we have a pattern chest. We don't really need a part chest. So we do need a stencil table. We do need our tool station. We do need a part builder. And let's grab an armory station. So I think we do want... let's actually do a tool forge. Oh, so we need some seared bricks, some iron. Let's see, so there's a tool forge and there's an armor forge. Armor station, tool station. Okay, so we need, what is that, 4 for each. So we need 8 blocks of iron and 6 seared bricks. So let's see, we have the iron, yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 6 seared bricks. We need 4 cobblestone for each brick. So that should be 6 times 4 is 24. Perfect. So we have 24 right there. Let's go ahead and put some of this down. So we've got our pattern chest. The stencil table uses patterns, or creates patterns. So I want to touch the pattern chest. That way we can use it. The tool station, it creates tools. The part builder also uses patterns, so it's going to go beside the pattern chest. That way you can access the pattern chest. And we've got our tool station and our armor station. So let's come check on our cobblestone. It is almost done. So let's look at some of the achievements to see what else we can work on. So so we need to fill a chest with cobblestone and then open it. So do we have a chest? Right here. So where'd my chest go? Oh, I put it over here. Silly me. So let's fill up my inventory with cobblestone. Put it all the way in here. And open it. There we go. Okay, so let's take all this back. Put it back in here. And we can go ahead and destroy this chest and store it back in our storage area. So we've got all that. We've got 2 blocks. Oh, I never turned this off. Well, seared bricks. That's fine for that. And we still have a block right there. So I can come over here. I can turn these bricks into the blocks we need anyway. And I can double craft that to get the seared brick. Okay. So I know we needed that. Whoops. We need to spread these across the top. We need to spread these across this area. I'm just going to do it manually since it's not wanting to do it. The armor's forge and the tool forge. So we've got the armor forge in the back, tool forge in the front, and I can just fill this in with that because I don't really remember what went there. But so now we can dump all of those right there. I'm going to hold. I know what goes right there. I want a crafting station right there. That way, if I'm ever over here and need to create more patterns or such, I can easily do that, as well as doing anything else that's kind of needed. So, our stencil table, let's go ahead and make the pickaxe. I never want to want that. I'm probably going to want an axe. This is our sword blade. We've got a tool rod, the binding, the wide guard for the sword. What else? I know we need our helmet core, our armor trim, armor plating, chest plate, the piece for leggings, and the piece for boots. And I'm going to make a chisel. So, what we can do as an interesting thing, if I create, get some cobblestone. If I create a cobblestone cauldron and put it right there, this will always be some cobble or some lava for us. So now what I can do is where did I put all of my buckets? So I need a bucket here. I need my wooden bucket, and I'm just gonna make. I'm gonna store that. I'm just gonna make some more wooden buckets. So we've got that. We've got this, and then what I can do is do that. So now I can sit here, I can fill up all my buckets with water, including that one. And if I come over here, 1, 2... Oh, I can't use wooden buckets to make cobbles to make it? That's kind of dumb. So that's only useful for moving them. Okay, well, I'm then just gonna put these in this fairly useless item chest. But so eventually I'm gonna add a little part back there that will take all of our. I might add it below or something, but it will take some of the lava and put it into an automatic lava generator by doing by using a water source, 2 automated users, and some piping. So I might actually, let's make that the goal for next time. We can get all the supplies together to do that. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and make a little more lava, or more obsidian, because I want some obsidian tools. And actually, one thing I had heard, or I've seen, so let's see, we can use vines to make some creeping moss. Okay, that's not what the thing I'm looking for. Because I have seen, let's see, what is it? Or what is the name of this pattern over here that we made? In here, we've got the binding. Okay, so let's look at all bindings we can make. So, Twilight Forest, because somewhere there is a binding that causes it to repair itself when you're in the sun. And I don't remember what it's made from. But I think, let's see, what's a cheap one that still has good durability? Iron has good, silver is really good. Electrum, don't I have some electrum I made? Electrum ingot. Okay, let's make an electrum binding. So we've got our binding pattern. Right, I need to make, so let's go ahead and get a bunch of gold and get that melting. Because we're going to have to cast some of these parts. Let's see, so the pickaxe, I know I can just make an obsidian pickaxe head. And the tool rod, I'm just going to make a wooden tool rod. But I know, let's see, stone axe head. I know I'm going to need my stone that. Let's make it this. A guard. A helmet core. The armor. Piece parts. And the chisel. Okay, so we've got all of that. Oh, and since all of these are connected, cool! I can just access them all at once, since they're all touching each other. That's so nice. I did not realize that was a thing. So let's go ahead and get, how much electrum do I got? Block of electrum. Okay, so I need to melt some more cobblestone. Because I'm going to make some more of these. That way I can manually control it. So for now, this one will get put up there, that one will get put up there. And also, might I just say that the shift clicking to pick up stuff is very helpful because I can just move things out of the way, whether I want to block or once I get these made, if I just want to have the ability to make more casting-based things. So let's get this cobblestone melted, and then we will make, oh, let me go ahead and get the electrum melting. Let's pop it in right there, and that will start melting down here at the bottom. And you can see some of it, some of your seared stone. So let me just let that run for a minute. Actually, let me just do it manually. So I want to make 3 of these, each of which takes 7, so that's 21. Plus, I need to make another drain for right there, or another faucet, so that's 24 total. So that's 11. $16. This will be 18. 20. 22. And 24 when this is done. Okay, so I need to make 1 faucet. And I guess I should have just done that. 3 of these. So 1, 2, 3. Got those. Okay, so our first 3 parts will be our binding, our chisel, and our axe. So now we need gold to make our casts. So put all these parts out the way real quick. And let's grab all these. Okay, so the next will be sword pieces and our foot piece. I'm also going to go ahead and see, I have my other slab right here. Oops. I want my other slab to put it right here to store all of our pieces or all of our casts. How much more gold we got? Oh, we don't quite have enough gold. So I've got 2 more parts to make a cast for. Each of those parts takes 2 ingots. So I need 4 more ingots. Okay. So let's go ahead and let that stuff melt. How many more? I've got 7 blocks of seared stone. Wow. But so the electrum, I know I want a binding made out of electrum. Let's go ahead and grab these and drop these 2 parts. And we can go and put all of our casts up right there. Oh, I had already made a cast chest. Well, let's see. This cast chest is for ingots versus nuggets versus gems. I do need to make another gem and nugget cast to put on both sides. But for now, we've got our tool forge. So I want my pickaxe, that, and this. So look at that. That's going to be very nice. Ecological. Oh, right. Okay, so I'm using a renewable resource, the wood, so it'll regenerate by itself. I have an obsidian pickaxe head, so it lasts longer most of the time. That's interesting. And running around, breaking blocks, or hitting things charges my tool. Hitting an enemy, it discharges it, dealing damage and providing a speed boost. Mining a block discharges it, giving a mining speed. Oh, that's very nice. So we've got that. Let's see, is our gold ready? Our gold is ready. So we can do those 2. And that should be the last of our gold. Yep. And so, what can we make? I want to go ahead and make the axe, the chisel, so I need binding, I need those parts. So for my axe, I need that. For the chisel, I'll need this tool rod, and for the sword, I need tool rod. So I need 3 tool rods. Can I use wood for the tool rod? Yep, 1, 2, 3. Cool. So that's useful. I'm now gonna need. So that's my tool rod. I want. How many more bindings? I need 1 binding there, so I need 1 more binding. So that with my electrum. So I don't need that anymore. Let's do each of these parts. So let's see, what do we want to make these out of? What kind of interesting metals do we have down here? Platinum seems like it'd be a good material. Oops. So I only need to I should only need 1 block of platinum. So, not enough heat to melt platinum. What happens if I break down platinum to ingots? Can I then melt it? Okay, so that's melting. So those will take another minute or 2. But first, let's go ahead and see. Okay, so we need the tool rod. We got the binding, so we need those, and then we'll need a wide guard. So wide guard. What kind of stuff can we make this out of? Cactus. Yeah, let's actually make a cactus wide guard. So I can come grab my cactus. Go ahead and harvest all of these things. Okay, so there's all of that. We've got another little cow. We'll store him over here. And our pig is still growing. So what I can do, I can go and put this wide guard cast up. I want a wide guard. And I want to make it out of cactus. So there's that portion done. And then is our platinum melted? Not quite. So let's go ahead and clear that out. Let's go ahead and store our plant material, those. Let's see. So our final we're gonna get another cow. But so our plan for next time is, let's see if I can have all of the materials ready to make an obsidian generator, just because I know I'm going to want obsidian. I have an idea for what I can do with some obsidian. Next time we can look and maybe make some more trees. Maybe the bacon or the donut tree, something like that. Yeah, let's see. Maybe next time we can work on getting the obsidian generator and get this first page of achievements done. That'll be a pretty good first next episode. So, platinum. Let's pour our... Oh, I can't make it? That's dumb. So, I can just do this. Gimme. Okay, pour the platinum out. I'm just going to make it out of electrum when the platinum's done pouring. Let's go ahead and get these tools all done. So I'm going to need to pick up these. I'll put all those up. And okay, so our tools. So we've got that to make us a hatchet. We've got the chisel. And we've got our sword. Ooh, that's a very bad sword. Electric's not good. So what is that called? That is called a sword blade. What kind of stuff we got? So a diamond that's 3. Oh, let's see, what was that? A diamond was somewhere. Let's see, an iron is 4. Steel is 6. Okay, I think I have steel. Is there anything else better that I might have? I don't have a magma slime. I don't have whatever that is. I don't have primarine. Don't know what that. Oh, cobalt. No, what's that made out of? Knightly sword is made out of molten night metal, which I get from night metal ingots. Is there an alloying thing? Armor shard cluster. Oh, it's Twilight Forest thing. Okay, that makes more sense. Let's see. Steel is probably not the best. Okay, so let's melt some steel. I'm going to make myself another sword blade. So, steel was iron and some coal. So let's let that melt. Let's take this out before I accidentally use it. And I really just, actually I can probably just melt it back down, right? I can melt it back down. Yep. So molten electrum. I'm gonna need my sword cast again. I'm gonna need that. Let's go ahead and dump out all our electrum. Okay, 2 blocks of electrum left. We've got steel. I need some more coal. Let's see, is that enough? No. Let's keep going until we get it. Okay, well that did something. Okay, there we go. We got a little bit of coal left, but some steel. Let's make a steel blade. And let's see, is this going to be good? Yeah, there we go. That's a good sword. Okay, so now I've got myself a nice set of materials. Let's put the coal back. Pour the electrum. And let's see, what else do I need to do to clean up some? Maybe I'll figure out something else I want to do. Okay, so I got a little bit of coal left. 7 blocks of seared stone. So what I can do, let's grab this. Do that. And let's pour 1 manually. Since we had 7 blocks, I wanted to pour 1 manually. So now if we auto go, we should be able to get the rest of these 6 blocks. And for now, I'm going to do this. Oops, I want to put that here maybe. Because we should be getting down, 2 seared stone. So as soon as these next two start pouring, I need to turn this off. Okay. So that is the last of that. And then I can put these parts back where they belong. I should probably make some more of these basins later. But now you can see we're getting a lot of that. Materials set up. Ooh, we didn't check on the hammer. So I think I want to have it do some sand in the auto compressor, or in the auto sieve. So let's put the gravel back in, and then either next time or I might get to it beforehand. When it gets the sand, I'll put it into here. That way we can put it into our compressor, and the compressor will give us chunks that we can put in here. Also, one thing I added, since for some reason Sky Factory 3 and 4 didn't like having aluminum in the smeltery, so aluminum chunks used to only be available, you could put one chunk in a furnace and you'd get 1 ingot. I added back in, because it makes sense, that aluminum ore chunks would melt just like other ore chunks into 2 ingots, and then molten aluminum you can cast into ingots, nuggets, and blocks. So we've got that going. So that's, I think I've now covered all of the additions I made. Oh, I didn't cover one. So one of the newest portions for this newest update, 2.1.4, is with Skystone Dust. So Skystone Dust, if you click for use, I added, you can use Skystone Dust to make Sky Block, just because, you know, that kind of makes sense. There's no item called Skystone, but there's Sky Blocks. So we can use it to make these. So what a Sky Block looks like, when you place it, it does that. But a use for a sky block is a sky block with a redstone torch. So let's grab some redstone. We should have some over here. Let's see, how many sticks do I need? That's enough sticks. So I do that, and then if I put my blocks and redstone torches here, so we have inverted sky blocks. So if I put up these things, so now my inverted sky block. I want, let's say I want to fill in this hole right here to make it more safe. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 5x4 area, so I can't fill in the whole thing. But now you can see whenever I stand right here, it looks like I'm standing on sky, so you can't see down past it, but it's a block. So what this could be used for is if in your base you wanted to have some kind of closed-in area where you can't see out, or like where normally it'd be closed in, but you want to be able to see out. Oh look, it makes the sky and it blocks out whatever would be normally behind it. So it's largely a decorational piece, but just because in the sieving setup, when I think it's either sieve sand or dust, you end up with a lot of skystone dust. And so instead of just throwing it away, I gave it a use. It'll still probably be a use that no one ever uses, but it's at least something there. If you have any ideas for something I could do with skystone dust instead, again, comment. I'll look through. If it's something relevant, I'll either replace what I did or add it as a new option for something to use it. But either way, that'd be great to hear. Or if you have any ideas of certain chickens that I should work on getting, or anything along those lines. Just if you have any ideas for stuff I should do. So next time we'll be working on getting an obsidian generator going. we'll work on the rest of this first page of achievements, and I have something that we can do once we get some more obsidian. Really, I think we only need 8 obsidian for it for the whole project, but having more would be nice. Also, next time we'll make a bunch of armor. So I'll be looking up and seeing what the best pieces, what the best materials to use for the armor would be. Uh, so that's about it for this time, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and join me next time.